In the last episode, we built this huge fusion reactor to go ahead and make the spawn cow egg. And today, my plan is to go ahead and make the Tardis generator. So that way we can go ahead and get the No You Matter item to go ahead and complete this quest. Now, the Tardis generator is from Modern Machineries, and it is a huge, and I mean a huge multi-block from this mod, built by Slowpoke, by the way. And to get started, we're going to need to get the modular machine casings, which is going to require some tungsten plates, some awakened cores, and some enhanced machine chassis, which we can grab from the table, which isn't too bad. So to get the awakened cores, though, we can either craft it, which who wants to do that, by the way? I mean, I guess it's relatively simple to make, but we can also gamble a little bit and try and get them from the legendary crate, which I believe I have plenty of legendary crates, right? Because we have a crazy mob farm. Actually, we don't even have any legendary crates unless if they don't show up. Aha. Yeah, we have a bunch of legendary crates. I knew we had a bunch of these things. And boom, we got the awakened cores that we need, which is good. We even got 2 of those bad boys. Perfect. And once you have your machine casings, all you gotta do is make sure you create them. If you have creative items by then, which you probably should if you're kind of doing the Tardis generator. I always save the Tardis generator for last, to be honest, because one is really annoying to build and it takes forever to do. So I usually save it for like, if not like one of the last quests that I do. And the modular machinery should be relatively easy. You don't have to creative this since we're only going to be using it once. We don't have to really do that, but we are going to need some other things: machine circuitry and firebox casings, which are going to require us to make some fire water, which is really simple to do. All you got to do is grab yourself 2 vats from your EMC table, and like so. Make sure you get the capacitors, because this is the version where you need capacitors for Ender IO, which is, you know, not my favorite thing, but it is what it is. So grab 2 octadics and then grab yourself a flux point, like so. And then I guess you can place this anywhere in your base, but I will just put them here for now. Go ahead and put your flux point down to give them power. They can be powered from any side, of course. And then all you got to do is, like I said, make sure there are 2 capacitors are in the machine, like so. We are going to need, I believe, some seeds and some sugar, and that's going to go into one of these, like so, with some water. So you could always use the Evertide amulet, right, for infinite water from Project E. Go ahead and fill that up like so. And then what you're gonna go ahead and do is grab yourself a thingy here. You're gonna grab yourself some blaze powder and some redstone and toss those in there like so. And I guess because I didn't do this right, you are gonna need some ender fluid conduits. Do note that you can put these side by side and configure the side of these machines to push and pull, but since I didn't do that, I'm gonna need to use some conduits here, which is relatively fine. Go ahead and take the hooch and put it inside of here, and then that should, in theory, once you get enough of it, start to go ahead and make your fire water, which you're gonna need to go ahead and put into a cell. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves some cells real quick and then fill these guys up with some fire water relatively easily and simply. And then, you know, again, just create of that bad boy once you get 1, because all you're gonna need is 2 of them anyway, just a bucket's worth, which is fine. And then that should be everything that you need for your firebox casings, except for the fact that we need 1 more awakened core, which I thought I got 2 of those, but I guess I didn't. That's fine. And then you're gonna need some circuitry or circuit boards from Immersive Engineering, which is gonna require some vacuum tubes, some copper plates, and some insulating glass, which is not that difficult to make. To make your circuit boards, what we're gonna go ahead and do is get the workbench table thing from Immersive Engineering. We are gonna need treated wood, which is gonna require us to go ahead and get some, I believe, creosote oil. So treated wood is from Immersive Engineering. So we're gonna need some creosote oil, which we can get from setting up a coke oven, which a coke oven is going to require you to make some coke bricks. And I don't know if those have EMC. They do have EMC, so you can grab those right from your table. Get yourself a hammer from Immersive Engineering if you can. I don't know if those have EMC. They do. And all you gotta do is come down to wherever you're gonna build your thing, your coke oven, build a 3x3, make sure that it's hollow on the inside by 1 block. Oh no, sorry, these aren't hollow. I'm thinking of the coke oven from Greg Tech. Go ahead and build a nice 27 block cube, and then go ahead and hit it with the hammer, and then that should form the multi-block. And then grab yourself some coal, some Minecraft vanilla coal, and toss it in there, and it should go ahead and create some creosote. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, because I have conversion kits, you can go ahead and take a portable tank and place that bad boy down like so, and put the conversion kit on it. And then of course, once this ticks over, you can extract that into there, and it should give you infinite creosote. Okay, so with the creosote now, all we gotta do is take the creosote and put it in our table like so, with some oak planks, of course, and then that should give us some treated wood like so. Beautiful. And then we're gonna go ahead and take these guys and create it, of course, and then we're gonna go ahead and make the workbench table thing that we need, and that is going to allow us to go ahead and craft up the insulating glass that we need. Now for the insulated glass, we are going to need some iron, or some pulverized iron. So again, grab yourself a pulverizer from your EMC table if you can, throw that bad boy down, and I guess we can throw in the conversion kits as well to go ahead and upgrade those bad boys with maybe some augment speed, so that way it can go super fast. So grab yourself some speed augments, if I can find them here in the table. There we go, for those bad boys like so. Throw that on here like so, and then throw in the iron ingots, and then that should give you everything that you need for the insulating glass. Again, you only really need one if you have creative mode by now, right? And you probably should have creative mode by now, like I said, because doing the Tardis generator is again really just annoying to do if you don't have it. So the workbench is going to require us to make a treated wood fence, which is going to require us to make some treated wood sticks, which is not that bad at all. And then let's go ahead and make one of those. Bam, bam, boom. And then the work table like so is just going to need a crafting table like so. And then that is done. And we are going to need a special blueprint for this. So we are going to need, so for the circuit board, it's going to be the same one that we use to go ahead and craft the vacuum tubes with, right? So we're definitely going to want this one right here. It is the one that says iron mechanical component, steel mechanical component, vacuum tubes, and circuit boards are the thing that we're going to want here. And what we're going to go ahead and do is grab that pulverized iron, thank you very much, and throw it in there. Now I guess we could start with making the vacuum tubes, because the vacuum tubes are a little bit annoying to make. So the vacuum tubes are going to require us to make some copper wire, nickel plating, glass, and redstone. And thankfully this is very easy in this pack, right? Because pretty much everything have EMC in this pack, so it's very easy to do things. So glass, redstone, nickel plating, and then of course your copper wire. Now if you are playing in an expert mode pack, it isn't going to be as easy, right? But we need copper wiring, and we take all these things and we combine them in the table like so. Go ahead and make ourselves some vacuum tubes, easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then those guys are going to go into making, I believe, the circuit boards. So circuit boards again are going to require the vacuum tubes, the insulating glass, which we can make, by the way. We are going to need, did that say we needed, we needed any sort of green dye. So cactus will indeed work here. So grab yourself some cactus green dye from the EMC table and throw that bad boy in the middle, and then that should get you your insulating glass like so. And bam. And let me also throw in the vacuum tubes just for fun. Grab the insulating glass, and then that's all we need, plus some copper plates, and that's going to be your circuit boards. Okay, so we should be able to make the firebox casings like so, and then we should be able to make the machine circuitry casings as well. Are just going to need some data storage circuits, which are going to require us to do something like this with some emerald plates, but that should be relatively easy like so. So boom and boom. Now we have the firebox casings and the circuitry casings that we are going to need for this. By the way, we are going to need a few other things. So I'm going to need to set up a void miner tier 3, because for the Tardis generator, we are going to need the palladium tiered stuff. So let me grab a void miner, and I believe that's going to be, I guess we can do tier 4. Yeah, tier 4 is fine. And we're going to need some structure frames for that. Frames tier 4. We're going to need the structure panels as well. And then once we do that, we're gonna, oh, you know what we're also gonna need? We're also gonna need to grab ourselves some lasers. So some laser cores. Those are gonna be relatively easy. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the palladium is gonna require us to make, I can't find it. Is it, we need the crystal lens. Yeah, this guy right here. And I'm pretty sure that's everything that we need to go ahead and build the laser miner with. Now we are gonna have to do this over the void, so grab yourself an angel block like so, and then take that angel block and I guess place it down anywhere in the void, and place down your void tier miner like so, and then go ahead and break said angel block. Also, there is a special item that you can get from environmental tech that will make your life 10 times easier. It is called the assembler, and what this does is allows you to go ahead and hold right click and build up the miner. Now keep in mind, I did forget to go ahead and tell y'all that we are going to need some upgrades. I'm not sure if these have EMC. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use accuracy modifiers here to go ahead and help with getting the palladium and stuff much more faster. We could also use speed upgrades and all that fun stuff. Everything is used in the EMC table, unless if you haven't gotten the Tome of Knowledge or are doing things normal, you're probably gonna have to craft it yourself. But I've got the Tome of Knowledge, so that way I can just pull things out. So I'm gonna grab myself a quick and dirty crate of the medium size variety, and I'm gonna go ahead and place that down. And also, again, needs power, so make sure to grab yourself a flux point and give it some power. Once you get your palladium, what you're gonna go ahead and do is turn that into a block form, and then turn that block into slabs, and then that's going to allow us to go ahead and create end caps for our Tardis generator. And palladium has EMC, and interestingly enough, I didn't know that. There we go. Now you know. You learn something new every day. Also, actually wait, before we continue, we are going to need one more thing. We're going to go ahead and pulverize some copper really fast. Let me double check to make sure that copper hardened glass doesn't have EMC, because we are going to need hardened copper glass for this. So let me double check. It does have EMC, so thank God I double checked that. So hardened copper glass is gonna be needed for this. So beautiful. We know that we have that. Okay, so here we go. This is gonna be very fun. Let's go ahead and empty our inventory. I guess I'll put that away for now. We don't need a lot of this stuff right now, but the thing that we're gonna need is these beautiful modular machinery casings. So to get started, we're gonna go ahead and build a 18 by 18 block here. I don't know if I want to do, I guess I'll do this right here. This is fine. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. And then what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and build 18 this way as well. So 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. And then what we're gonna go ahead and do is basically do something like this, right? We're gonna go ahead and wrap this around like so, and then once we do this, we're gonna go ahead and skip 2 blocks in the center here. So we do this, and then what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and not do that, and we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves some packed ice, and then we're gonna go ahead and skip 2 blocks. So 1 2, start here and do a ring around the entire thing like so, skipping 2 blocks on every corner like so. And then what we're gonna go ahead and do is do, I believe, in the center here. So if we look at the Tardis generator over here and we go down to this layer here, you can see it's 2 blocks, and then it's gonna go 4 blocks in the center, and then you're gonna create these squares. So if we look, it's gonna be these 4 blocks. So it's gonna go this, 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 and this if you're standing in the center. And then what you're gonna go ahead and do is curve it like so, and then in between these spaces here is gonna go your hardened glass. So let me grab the hardened copper glass. So hardened copper glass is gonna go ahead and go right here in these spots here. And then once you have that all said and done, the hardened copper glass and the packed ice is gonna go up 30 blocks. Don't be like me and don't forget to go ahead and put the 2 ice blocks. Oh god, I made a mistake. The 2 packed ice rows here. Oops, I totally made a mistake here. And there's supposed to be a thing of packed ice here and here, I believe, in the center of each one of these, which is I guess a skill issue on my part, I believe. And yeah, that's kind of like, yeah, kind of a skill issue, I feel. Okay, so the next step is going to require you to go ahead and get a full inventory of modular machinery casings, and we're basically going to go ahead and build this thing all the way up, okay? And we're going to do some really cool stuff here. Let me go ahead and grab a bunch of these modular casings here, and to get started, what we're going to go ahead and do is place a block here, and then go ahead and do a indent like so, and then we're going to go ahead and take this guy, and we're going to wrap it all the way around, including getting this block right here, and we're going to do this all the way around this beautiful base layer like so. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing again, but this time we're going to go ahead and do, I believe, 2 in, so it's going to go here like so, and then it's going to go ahead and wrap all the way around the Tardis like so. And if you don't make a mistake, that is, and also don't make a mistake and break the ice, because your thing is super fast and breaks like things instantly. There we go. We're going to go ahead and wrap all the way around like so. Also, don't forget to get these corners as well. Don't forget that. And then what we're going to go ahead and do is bring this layer up 5, and then we're going to basically repeat this pattern all the way to the top, right? So go ahead and do this, and there we go. Let's go ahead and make sure it's nice and wrapped up. God, I can't build today. What is wrong with me? There we go. And then bam, bam, boom. And then, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and bring this up 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. And then what we're gonna go ahead and do is do this exact same thing again, wrapping this all the way around like so. We're gonna do this like a couple of more times, right? So make sure that we do that and do this a couple more times. You're gonna go ahead and do this step 4 times, but on the last one up here, you're gonna leave a nice 9 or 3x3 on every corner like so. At this point, it should look something like this. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is grab ourselves some dark matter blocks, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and fill in, not furnaces, we're gonna go ahead and fill in this right here with some dark matter blocks like so. Fill in all these square holes with dark matter blocks, and then once you do that, we're gonna go ahead and put in the hatches, which is gonna be next. Go ahead and take this and fill this out like so, all the way around. Man, this thing is really huge to build, and I wish you can copy and paste this, but you can't, because unfortunately, not in this version at least, copy and paste gadget doesn't work because these are tile entities. But what we're gonna go ahead and do is put 4 more like so, and we're gonna go ahead and put on the firebox casings. Let's go ahead and grab those over here. Let's go ahead and grab a couple stacks of the firebox and a couple stacks of the machine circuitry casings, and we're gonna go ahead and fill this out all the way across like so. And then once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and cap it off again using the modular machinery casing thing, and then we should be pretty much good to go. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and cap this off real fast, and we'll be right back. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is cap this off one more time here. Go ahead and make sure that we do this right. There we go. We're gonna cap this whole thing off with a bunch of modular machinery casings, including up here as well. And these are gonna go ahead and touch, and that's how you know you did it right, is if these go ahead and touch in the corners like so. And then all we gotta do is fill this in, and then what we're gonna go ahead and do is put in the machine circuitry on top here, and as well as the whatchamacallit here, the palladium slabs right here in the center. But you can go ahead and simply just go ahead and fill this in like so, and then use your builder's wand to go ahead and build out this, because we won't be putting anything else on top. Don't do that. Oh god, can I double wand? Oops, I can't. Oh bollocks. The next step is to go ahead and find the center of this thing. Go ahead and place down your machine circuitry like so, and then that is going to allow you to go ahead and basically set up the Tardis generator. Now that doesn't feel right. It feels like it's supposed to be here. I do indeed think that is wrong, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and fix this while my vision is absolutely not great here. Oh my god. Why Thaumcraft? Why does Thaumcraft have to be like this way? I don't understand. And also, why didn't FTB make this like odd number? I don't understand. I guess they're trying to troll the players, I feel, because like why else would, you know, they do that, right? Why would they make it an even number? There we go. That feels more right. There you go. And then what we're gonna go ahead and do is I believe we're gonna come down here and put the machine controller down. Okay, so it goes right here, I believe is the correct spot. Actually, no, it's one more down. There we go. It's supposed to go there. Perfect. Now the hatches, unfortunately, go in a specific spot according to where the controller is. So energy, what are they called here? At modular machinery. Oh, these don't have, oh, okay, these don't have EMC, so we're gonna have to craft all of these, which is fine. They're not too bad to make. Let me make these and we'll be right back. Okay, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is put our machine controller here, and then what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna take all of our hatches, and it's going to be one set of items, one set of fluids, two sets of energy. The red is gonna go on the right. Sorry, the red is gonna go on the left, the green is gonna go on the right. So it's gonna go fluid output, fluid input. It's gonna go energy output, energy input, item output, item input, and it's gonna go energy output, item input, and if done correctly, it should turn blue like so. Unfortunately, guys, we are out of time for today's episode. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please do me a huge favor, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, ding that notification bell, become part of the Hunter tribe. As always, guys, I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna leave you. Till next time, goodbye.